everybody, I'm the Certified History Nerd, and today I changed which windowsill I'm on because the other one has a tree near it and the wind's blowing it very badly. Actually, I kind of like this more. Anyways, so today, I guess it's just going to be a MacVSog kind of day because I'm going to be going over my two MacVSog uniforms that I really have completed. Well, the actual SOG one's not technically fully complete, but it's basically there. Now this one is really complete besides the weapon. And I also might need to shape my beret a bit better, but, so we'll talk about this one first, and then I will also be posting a video today on my normal MacVSog uniform. So today I am going to be portraying, this is my, advisor uniform, my, the years 1962 to 1964, and I'm not the in-combat advisors, because the in-combat advisors, wore duck hunter camo. I am a trainer, so I'm literally there to instruct how to use weapons and tactics and all that good jazz. And of course, this still goes along with my MacVSog uniform. You know, all that still coincides together. So I'll talk about the uniform and a bit about what advisors did, some things that make this, well, I already talked about one thing that makes what my uniform is what it is. But yeah, so going over, okay, let's talk about what the advisors were. So the U.S. sent advisors to go and train the South Vietnamese armies, just like how the Soviets would send advisors to train the North Vietnamese army and supply the North Vietnamese army. Their goal was to not only train, but also in some cases be in combat scenarios to lead the South Vietnamese. And if I was in combat, I would have duck hunter camo, which is very similar to the, what's it called? Oh, frog skin camo, but there is some differences. Well, the uniform's completely different, but yeah. All right, so let's start with this. So for my equipment, I have M56 suspenders, and oh, sorry. So I don't have the weapon, but the weapon I will be carrying is an M1 carbine, so that'll explain my weapon, my load up for the equipment, because whatever weapon you have would judge what equipment you have, and there's a bunch of weapons they had. They had old German weapons from stolen, they stole from the North Vietnamese, picked off people like Sturmgewehrs, MP40s, Walter P38s, all sorts of guns, older American weapons from World War II, all that good jazz. So yeah, so I have the M56 pistol belt with one M56 ammunition pouch, which will carry carbine ammunition for the M1 carbine, or even M2 carbine. Probably going to stick with the M1 though. And I could also have the M1 carbine ammo pouch. However, this carries more ammunition. I have my first aid pouch on my hip instead of on my suspenders. I don't really know the true reason behind that, but I've seen many photos of them with it like that. I have my sidearm, 1911. The advisors prided the sidearm as it was a show of power and authority, so taking pride in my beautiful 1911 with my original ammunition pouch. I still have two canteens, so keeping my canteens. I have my jungle first aid kit on my back, of course that's needed, and I have an ammunition pouch for 1911. I don't know if this was really all that common, but I would assume so. And I really wasn't able to look at all the photos that I was sent about the advisors, but personally, I probably would carry an ammunition pouch for that right there. Oh my gosh, I'm in here. So the uniform that I'm wearing is what I call it is the Type 2 utility uniform. So this is the pre-jungle fatigues, and there's three types of uniforms. And there's different ways you can define them, but I define them as the Type 1, the Type 2, and the Type 2 utility, because that's what I was informed they were. So the Type 1 is, it's like this, however the pockets are straight rectangles. The pocket flaps, I think there's some other difference. The Type 2s have those, it goes down, and then it cuts off a little, and then is straight, instead of just being a straight rectangle flap. And then these are the Type 2 utilities, which is the same as the Type 2s, but they have slanted instead of it being completely just straight. So I have that for my tunic with all the patches, which I'll talk about in a bit, and then I have the trousers, and then I have jungle boots, and that is why I'm a 62 to 64, because before that they had Okinawa boots. And then of course I have my Green Beret with the 5th Special Forces patch and the pin. Now on my jacket, the patches I have are the is the RT Texas patch, so saying what recon team I am. I have the subdued name tapes and our US Army tapes. Although most soldiers pre-jungle fatigues had the colorized ones, I have found one photo, which I will probably put up, and also put up a photo of this specific uniform being used by advisors. Should be up there. And that has, so one guy has the subdued name tags, and the other guy has the actual uniform, just, giving you references on actually how I put this together. So I have U.S. Army on this side and last name on this one. Above the U.S. Army, I have my jump wings, because every Special Forces guy went through parachute training, or jump school. Good Lord, I can't speak. And then I believe this is a marksman patch. I believe that's what it is, or I can't remember. I believe it's marksman. And then another option is to have the South Vietnamese jump wings on the other side above the name tape. However, I don't have that. On my arms, on my shoulder, on my arms, I have the Special Forces patch with the airborne and my rank, which is Specialist 5th class. I have that on both sides. And that is basically it. So this is the uniform I have. This is my, it also will act as my garrison early garrison uniform without the equipment, of course, just with a belt and a pistol, and there you go. But yeah, this is my early advisor uniform for MacVSog in the Vietnam War. So yeah, let me see, is there anything else? I don't think there's really anything else I wanted to talk about, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I'll place my